Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, so I got the Litha Oracle from the Seasons of the Witch, right? And so I was thinking about what tarot decks would I use with it. Okay, my first thoughts, of course, was let's go through them slowly. Okay, the first thought was, of course, Seasons of the Witch, Seasons of the Witch, Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, so for some reason, it's not really liking. Let's use this card instead for now. Okay, with my lights on, I can't do anything about it weather-wise. It's a bit windy, rainy, it's got dark. It is 4:36 in a wintry, sort of getting into winter months, of course, down here in New Zealand. Of course, so let's have a look. Now, the first deck I thought of course, was the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, cool, will work, not a problem. I mean, really, you can use any tarot deck, but these are the decks in my collection that I sort of thought I would use this deck with. Now, the next one, of course, is Hocus Pocus. This, to me, is more of a Samhain oracle, or a bit more of a wintry sort of tarot, should I say, but I think we could get away with it in any, only because the colours I think would go really well with it. So here we've got the Hocus Pocus Tarot, right? Now, I did also think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, the reason why I thought of that is because of the witch in it. Witchy thing, but it's sort of a really sort of positive energy. Now, we could go supernatural as well. That also has a witch in it. If you've watched the TV series, we know that there is a witch in Supernatural as well. So any of those decks there, I think, would work really well with any of the Seasons of the Witch tarot if you wanted to. Now, of course, we're talking about Litha, which we got in. Right, so there's my sort of witchy ones. Now, my other thoughts was actually plants or crystals. Now, my first one I used in the live, when I did the live with Seasons of the Witch Oracles, with the Litha Oracle, I actually used the Herb Crafters Tarot, which I thought was quite cool. Worked really, really well with it. Now, I could use the Telluric Tarot. Now, this was an indie deck that I got through Kickstarter. Now, this is crystals and plants. Now, it's a little bit different in the way that it's used, or the way that it's titled. Okay, but I think this would be an excellent deck to use with it as well. And my other one that I have in my collection is called the Crystal Power Tarot, which is another one by another deck by Jane Wallace. I thought would work really, really well as well with the Seasons of the Witch series, especially this sort of energy. So just to give you an idea of the different tarot decks that I have in my collection that I could use. I mean, I know there's other decks as well. Could be an animal deck. You know, I did think of Animal Wisdom or Tarot Familiar. Any of those sort of decks could be really, really well used with any of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. So maybe one of the animal decks might be really cool to work with. Yeah, I think it's a real personal choice in what witchcraft, you know, witchy, pagan, crystals, power, animals, anything that's sort of magic orientated or nature based, maybe tarot decks. So just some suggestions, some thoughts in tarot decks that I think would work really, really well. So now it's about me exploring these tarot decks with the Seasons of the Witch Oracle, especially this Litha one, which is what I'm sort of exploring at this time. But I think it just gives you an idea of some of the decks that you could pair it with if you wanted to. These are some suggestions, some ideas that could work. Okay, so don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, and blessed be.